guys, I figure we're gonna do the PSA Slab Unveiling before we do our break. Ooh. Let me message the guys first. Tofu. Clay. There's a lot of Clay's cards, actually. Thomas only has one. And then there's a few of my own. But, so this is TCG stuff, guys. It's not the sports. So a lot of the TCG, even though we're not after a PSA 10 or a 9, they usually get sent in because there's some retro stuff that gets graded. They're still valuable even if it comes back as a lower grade. But here we go. Let's take a look at some. I'm waiting for Thomas and Clay. I already opened one because I wasn't sure. I wasn't sure which one this was because it showed it completed November 1st, and I literally got the doorbell rung today, and it was already in the mail. So whoever did the grading of these was very efficient. Got them graded within 30 days. That's how fast it was. Oh, I love these bubble gut things. I'm a sucker for these bubble stuff. I have like stacks of boxes of them in the garage. Alright, Thomas, where are you? Thomas! Clay, where are you? $7:40 a.m. It was sent out. Oh, this submission was fast. Never seen anything this fast. Hey, Braden. Alright, I guess I'm just gonna go unveil it because we got a break right after this. This 7. Alright, let's get on with this. $20. Zach Wilson, what is going on, buddy? How you been? Wow. Sure. That looks so cool. There's some Dragon Ball in here too. Oh, look at that. What is that? First edition Holo. Totality Aura. Metazoo. That is weird. PC was good with the guys, but it wasn't good as for the drive. it was chaos. Driving back was not fun. I can tell you I probably wouldn't do it again. Alright, let's go with this pile. So there is grades that are lower than usual, but they are like retro or like really expensive cards that are hard to grade. So just typically I have an eye for good graded cards, but CCG is typically a little bit more forgiving. Alright, let's do this. Alright, first one. Got a Japanese Pikachu. This is worth a lot, apparently. This is I heard this is about a $700 card. Pikachu with the Pokeball. PSA 10 Master Ball for Pikachu. PSA 10. Gonna see a bunch of PSA 10s again, or what? Next up, Chin Pao EX, the alt art. PSA 10 illustration rare. Play, dude, you got a lot of 10s, buddy. You got the odd one that has a lower grade, but one of them I couldn't make out what it was. Chin Pao is a 10. We got, let's go with this one here. Got a Metazoo, neutrality, totality, aura. I got no clue what card this is. Like, how do they even grade this? Like, print lines? Do they look for print lines? Well, I guess I could see the print line going across it. But, like, this is not an easy card to grade. How rare are the Pikachu foils to pull? They're pretty rare. You have to pull them from the Japanese. PSA 8 from Metazoo UFO. I know nothing about Metazoo. I have one of the Nightwing ones here still. I got 2 boxes of it. There was a big hype on it at one point, and I don't know what happened to it. Starmie V. PSA 10. PSA 10. Oh, I love this one. I love this card. Charmander, Master Ball, Reverse Hollow. That's a huge card. Dude, you're so lucky they didn't upcharge you on any of these. I'm so surprised they didn't upcharge you, honestly. I love this card, man. This card is sweet. Charmander, PSA 10. Yeah, I'm very surprised they didn't upcharge you, honestly to say. Oh, this is my card. This is a card that I sent and I sold it on eBay. And the guy was picking at every little thing about it. And I'm like, you know what? I'll refund you. I'll take the card back. Complaining that there was a nick here and somewhere else. But PSA 9. Not a 10, but 9's not bad for a guy that complained about everything on this card. I almost think it was buyer's remorse on his end. It was a $150 card. And so I got it back, and I'm like, you know what? I'm going to submit it. Just to prove a point that it's not as bad as it looked. High chair. Nice. Next up, We got Gudra. PSA 9. Our Lost Origins. PSA. Got a Dragon Ball here. Dragon Ball is this. Let's do this one if we're gonna do Dragon Ball. We got Dark Broly, Overwhelming Evil. This is a sick looking card. Believe it or not, it's someone that knows nothing about it. PSA 10 for Mr. Tofu Chung. PSA 10, eh? Look at that. Son Goku decision made. PSA 10. This is either Jamie's. Jamie's or... Oh, that's mine. My card. Arnie. I think this is yours, Tom. Clay. PSA 9. Marnie. Golden Frieza, Evolved Emperor. PSA 10. This is my card. PSA 10. My card too. Cecil from Final Fantasy. This is the Final Fantasy TCG. PSA 10. No, Jamie, yours is in the next one. It's weird. This one actually, this guy, whoever graded these ones, did it within 30 days. It was weird. He did it so fast. And November 1st, as of yesterday, when I looked it up and I saw it was completed, I'm like, that's weird. And then it actually came to my doorstep today. So he must have been done like weeks ago and I already had it sent out. Sorry. But yours is in the next one. You had one Dragon Ball in the other one. That one's also completed. It's being assembled right now in the packaging. So it should be here in about a couple weeks or earlier. But I'll be in Toronto. So hopefully when I'm back from Toronto, it'll be here. Or hopefully it's here like even... But hard to say. Alright, we got a... I do not know who this one is. Some sort of kangaroo. Japanese kangaroo. Angashan or Angascon EX Super Rare PSA 10. Angascon. Thanks, Cody. Deoxys. Oh, that's a retro one, eh? that a new one? Yeah, this is a retro. 05 hollow. Wow. PSA 10. PSA 10. That's a nice card, man. Deoxy? Really? No, they don't use graded cards to play. That's why most Pokemon collectors, Glenn, they usually collect just to collect it. Most aren't players, right? There's not a lot of players. There are a lot of more collectors. I find Magic the Gathering, they double sleeves their cards. So Magic the Gathering has valuable cards too, but they hate it being graded. So you'd have to like double sleeve them. Like I'll show you what I do. So I'm being a Magic guy. This is what I do with my Magic cards. So they're very valuable. So what I do is I put them in a thing now. So like something like this. It's in a binder and it's double sleeved. So moisture and stuff can't get on. It's weird. Like it's a different community of people. But like these are like double sleeved. So you could still play with them because people will still buy this. Like this is a $40 card. They'll still buy this and they'll actually use it with their decks to play. So there's players that I know that have a $80,000 deck that they play with, and they're double sleeve like this to play. Hey Thomas. Yeah, they are pleasing. I mean, the artwork, that's the thing. Like between this and sports cards, I find these hold their value really well, and that's why I started really getting into TCG and Magic stuff, because there's a big community on it, and like that's what I do now. Like it's weird. Like some of these cards, like that one is worth like $60. They have like manga art. Sorry, they have the manga art now, the promo cards. And there's like, believe it or not, even like their own language, like this. But they're expensive cards. Like there's a Secret Lair that you can get for Magic. Yeah, I have some of them from Wilds of Eldraine. Yeah, yeah, $80,000 decks. It's crazy what they play with. There's some people I know that has 20,000, 30,000. The average Magic player now carries around a $5,000 to $8,000 deck play in like tournaments, and this is in like tournaments in Vegas and stuff. They play for like hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars. Yeah, they would be. Yeah, the Wilds of Eldraine is wicked. I actually really like it. But Riley, you know, I'm saving this to open up on my own time. But you know what's cool? Secret Lair. Go look up Secret Lair and check out the new set. There's the Princess Bride set that you can buy. They're going up in value already, but they're limited edition, and you can't get them anymore. And there's like Pony. Like my daughter loves Pony, so there's My Little Pony. You can actually get Magic cards of My Little Pony. I'm actually gonna order it. It's like $50, and you get 4 cards, and they're limited edition. And they go up. They hold their value really well. There's a Jurassic Park one or Godzilla set that's worth about $5,000 that you could have picked up for maybe $1,000. Yeah, those covers. What covers are you talking about? Yeah, Marvel's collaborating with Magic. You got Fallout. Fallout's another big one. Final Fantasy is another big one. Marvel's coming out in 2 years. Um, the next one is Horizon 3. There's a lot of big ones. Charizard EX. You got an 8 on this one. These promo cards are hard to grade. What? Why did you get an 8 on this? Edges. My binder? My binder, Amanda? This is a $80 binder. They range from $60 to $100 for one binder. Oh, the color sleeves. Well, you gotta. They don't fit sports cards too well, Amanda, because you gotta fit them in one in perfect fit stuff like this. They're more for TCG and gaming. So they're called Dragon Shield. So I got one. This is actually banned in tournaments. You can't use these for tournament play. But they're like this. And they're the matte finish. So they're talking about these ones, right? Crimson. So I got a few cases of these. But they're meant for like you're supposed to put your card in a top load perfect size fit and it snugs the card perfectly. And you're supposed to put it upside down and then sleeve them upwards on this one. So it's double sleeved. So that's how it's meant. And it's meant to play with tournament plays because of the backing. Yeah, if you want some, yeah, I'd have to cost them out to you. They're quite expensive. They're not normal sleeves, Amanda. and honestly, a lot of sports cards won't fit in it nicely because the sports cards are thicker. So the top edge of it will hang out a little bit sometimes, I find. But they do fit sometimes, as long as you're not doing Topps Chrome stuff. If you're just doing normal Young Guns, sure. But most of the time, you're slabbing it anyways. Yeah, they're not the best for sports cards. You'll actually damage your sports cards trying to fit them in there, Amanda. Not gonna lie, there's one card I had. I put them in the perfect fit, and it wrecked the corner of it because it was too tight. Because the sports cards are too thick. Whoa! Umbreon VMAX! PSA 10! Massive card for Clay. Massive card. That's a beauty. That is beauty. Thomas, this was yours, buddy. This is your Broly. Out of 10. He's got a good following, too, so it would sell. Here's another big one. Shining Noctowl. This is retro, man. This is as retro as it gets. And it gets the grade on this. PSA 10. Wow. Wow. It's not even centered properly. It gave you a 10 on this. It's huge. This is where me and Clay were like looking at him like, dude, like you didn't get upcharged on this. And we all thought he should have got upcharged on this card. That's a huge card. Very nice. That's a huge card. Alright, a few left to go. We got, I don't know who she is. I can't read Japanese. But you got a 10. Daisy's Help. Daisy's help. PSA 10 Charizard EX Super Rare. You got 2 of them. PSA 10. Yeah, the next batch is like a lot of 10s too. Dude. That's also not a... I don't think that's also not a good thing. Because how I see it is, if majority of them are 10s, then I'm probably missing out on a lot of them too. How I see it. Because it's like car sales. There's a thing saying if you're always perfect on, let's say, getting deals, and you're always perfect and you're less than 10%, you're not trying hard enough to get things submitted, or not trying hard enough to get more submissions, because you're only aiming to get perfect numbers. And the good old car saying is you're okay to always make a 10 to 15% loss or lose on any sort of inventory, because that means you're actually trying to get as many stuff in as possible. PSA 10 Blastoise. So there could have been like PSA 9 or 8s that could have become a PSA 10 at some point that I might have missed. So that's where that saying goes to. A nice card. I love Blastoise. All right, here we go. We got a Venusaur. PSA 10. Next up, oh, this is my card. Spiritus for Final Fantasy full art, full alt art. PSA 10. PSA 10. Rare. A nice card. I like this. That's beautiful card. All these monster cards. Running out of space. Alright. PSA 10 Bulbasaur. I'm going to take pictures of these guys, so I'll have them up on the page. Palkia. PSA 9. Got one final card. And it's my favorite. My favorite one. Believe it or not. A Squirtle! My favorite animal is turtles. Hello, Squirtle and Blastoise. PSA 10. Nice. Can't do without Squirtle. All right, Clay. Those are some freaking nice cards, man. I'm gonna have photos up. We're gonna do our break here in the next 10 minutes. I'll come back on. But beautiful hits there, Clay. That's what she said. Brian, you're starting to sound like Thomas Tofu. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Alright, whatever. We'll take some pictures, guys. Lots of 10s. We got more 10s on the next one. That's coming. It's on its way. I know, fortunately, this finished a lot sooner than the other batch, and this was the last batch, actually. This was not long ago that I submitted this, so lucky us that they finished this really quick. That's a cool card. Freeze. Thomas, this is yours, man. Broly. This should sell well. Broly always does well. He's one of the bigger chaser guys in Dragon Ball. But other than that, you know, yeah, I'll set up for the next break, but I'll take pictures of these. These are freaking sick. Alright, guys. Thanks, Clay. Thank goodness, no upcharge for you, buddy. That's awesome, actually. I was thinking there would have been at least a $500 charge, but I guess they let you go. That's alright. Other than that, guys, I'm going to set up for the next break. I'll be back on in about 15 minutes. Let me know if there's any trades, and we'll take it from there. Alright, guys, thank you so much. We'll talk to you guys all later. Cheers.